This is Humberto. He is currently 17 years old and he's from South Central. He used to take public transportation until one day. He got on the bus to go to school and two men approached him. They took every last penny he had in his pocket. Unfortunately, this has happened many times and it still will continue to happen. Hundreds of people are harassed on public transportation. And Humberto, being one of these kids, decided that this would never happen again, and that's when he signed up for Uber and Lyft. He loved the convenience of being able to call a ride and for it to arrive in a few minutes, although he didn't like the fact that he had to constantly be aware and make sure the driver was actually taking him to his destination. And so through this program, he found out about Hop, Skip, Drive. Hop, Skip, Drive solved the issue of safety, although it took away all the convenience of an Uber and a Lyft. He had to reserve a ride 8 hours in advance, and with the ever-changing schedule of a teen, some of us know that that can be pretty impossible.
So this is what was going on in Umberto's mind. He realized that the market was split up into two sections, conveniency and safety. But there was no company that satisfied both, until now. That's where Safecar comes in. Our biggest competitor, Hop, Skip, Drive, has shown us that there is a market for such a service, as they have been able to raise $14 million in just 2 years. That is with all of their inconveniences and limitations. So not only will we be able to surpass them, but we will also be able to grow exponentially, just like Uber. How will we do this? We'll be able to do this by partnering with schools, after-school programs, sports clubs, and much, much more. So with this, we will be able to pass them with our business model and our distribution channels. But not only that, we will be able to surpass them with the very thing they are best at, safety. We will have 3 key features. The first is an emergency button that the driver and the passenger will have. So if anything goes wrong, they can press the button and contact the parents. On the parents' side, they will have a live tracker to see exactly where the passenger is at every single moment. And since the parents aren't there, we are going to have a live camera feed so that they can see exactly what is going on inside of the car. So no other company has these 3 features implemented in their car riding app. So we have a small group of 15 drivers to help test these out and actually before we put it out into the market.
So once the user signs up, they would state whether they are a driver, a passenger, or a parent. And once they sign in on here, it'll take them to the corresponding version of the app. And so the driver and the parent will have access to this screen where the parent will put in information they want the driver to know about their child. Then the parent has access to this screen where they can make a ride and they can have multiple rides at the same time. So if they have multiple children that need to get to different places. Then, once you have an active ride, the tracker page will show the parent exactly where the car is planning to go, and they will have access to the live camera feed of the interior of the car, as well as the option to send a message to the passenger in the car and the driver.
So our timeline for right now is hopefully pull out the application by the next couple months, and then continuing acquiring users onto 2018. The next chapter is to expand to the entirety of California. By then, it should be easy enough since we already have a reputation for safety. Lastly, we will expand to the rest of the US. So, how will we possibly accomplish such a brilliant idea? Well, we need the perfect team. With Humberto Elias as the CEO, Jose Flores as the CTO, Matty Motamedi as the COO, and I as the CFO.
So in order to pull this all off, we also need a large user base. So if you guys could visit safecarrides.com and to learn more about our company, and also feel free to approach us after the presentation. Thank you.
Safecar, driving your kids to success.